Well, Dennis, thank you so much for that, and appreciate the strong showing of support that you all have here today, but also just what you've done over the last several years to be a big part of all of this. Certainly honored to be with Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Speaker Ralston, Commissioner Black, Commissioner Nunn, Senator Gooch, Kennedy, Representative Holmes, many other great members and partners of the General Assembly that are behind me and in front of me, as well as members of our Public Service Commission, and certainly our great partners with the EMCs that are with us today for this incredibly exciting announcement. As you all will probably remember, last month in my State of the State address, I spoke about our ongoing commitment to rural Georgia. In our first 2 years in office, this administration has joined leaders in both legislative chambers and across state government to champion growth in our rural communities, passing more than 50 health care bills that work to expand access to affordable quality care outside of the metro area, launching a rural strike team to bring new jobs and opportunity to rural communities from Camilla to Clayton, and passing budgets that include rural development as a top priority, including the budget my office put forward this year, which includes directing $10 million of funds for new rapid investments in rural Georgia roads and bridges, along with $40 million to establish a rural innovation fund to provide a readily available pool of resources that empowers rural Georgia businesses and entrepreneurs to start, expand, and thrive. We've spoken to farmers, entrepreneurs, economic developers, and local officials, all eager to see their communities grow and prosper in the 21st century. And what has become abundantly clear is that many of the economic, medical, and other challenges that are facing rural Georgia cannot be fixed with a top-down, one-size-fits-all approach. Time and time again, what has proven to be the most successful here in Georgia is when the government clears the way for local communities and private partners to join forces and forge a new path here in our state. And that's exactly what today's announcement is all about. For over 80 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have maintained a laser focus on finding solutions to the challenges that rural Georgians face. And perhaps no year highlighted those challenges more than 2020. As the country faced down a once-in-a-century global pandemic, it became even clearer how critical access to broadband internet in our communities is in our communities, especially for rural ones, for better health care and education outcomes, for job opportunities, and something as simple as keeping in touch with loved ones. That is why my budget proposal this year included $20 million for this fiscal year and $10 million per year moving forward to boost access to rural broadband grants so local leaders can continue a growing and vital partnership with the private sector and quickly improve internet access for the people of rural Georgia. In 2019, I signed Senate Bill 2, clearing the way for our EMCs to provide broadband service in their communities. That bill was authored by Senator Steve Gooch, who joins us here today, and one of the greatest advocates for rural Georgia that has ever walked these halls, who unfortunately is no longer with us, and who I know so many of us miss dearly, Chairman Jay Powell. And I want to thank them both for their work on behalf of their constituents. We knew then that we needed more partnership in rural Georgia between local government, EMCs, and the private sector to find solutions and expand broadband access. That bill made room for the Federal Communications Commission to award more than $82 million in rural digital opportunity funds to Georgia's electric cooperatives to fund projects that grow broadband access. And today, thanks to that legislation and the hard work of so many leaders standing here with us, I'm proud to announce that Central Georgia EMC and Southern Rivers Energy will form a new partnership with connection to provide high-speed internet to 80,000 homes and businesses throughout 18 counties in Middle Georgia. In the past year alone, EMCs have made a commitment to invest more than $200 million in broadband to ensure members have high-speed internet service. And with this announcement, 12 EMCs now, either directly or through innovative partnerships, are providing broadband access. This announcement represents the best of rural Georgia and what can happen here in the Peach State. EMCs, private partners, and community leaders working together on creative solutions to close the gap between those with internet service and those without. This is an important step forward, but make no mistake, we are just getting started. We have good soil in rural Georgia, and now is the time to keep planting. My office will continue to work alongside Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Speaker Ralston, Commissioner Black, Commissioner Nunn, our great local leaders, and leaders in both chambers in this building to expand access and opportunity for the people of rural Georgia. Together, I know we can secure an even greater future, greater opportunities for hardworking Georgians in every corner of our state. I want to again thank you all for being here. Thank you for the hard work that you have done over the many years, quite honestly, that has allowed this to happen. God bless you, and with that, I'm going to turn it over to our Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan.